I've got a premonition, I'm dreaming you and I. All my darkest fears are coming outside. We got a billion races, we got this melody.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Perfumed Vegas. I'm Holly Golightly and I have a perfume haul for you today. It's just some of the things I've picked up. Oh, she squeaked. Oh, she squeaked. Hi, baby. You guys get to see, you guys get to see Gigi in like every video because lately she's been just hanging out with me all the time. Yeah, okay, you can go. Anyway, so these are some things I picked up. Again, I'm going to give you all the prices for everything, also let you know like some of the deals that I got, and yeah, that's about it. Don't fall too in love with the bangs, it's just a style choice. It's actually not my, I didn't really cut them, I've just styled them this way. And then, yeah, I don't know, I felt like that was going to take longer to explain, but it didn't. So let's just get into it. So, the first thing that I purchased, well, not the first thing, I don't really know in the order of which these things were acquired, but the first thing that you already have seen on my channel was I did pick up the Sephora Favorites Cologne sample set, the most recent one that Sephora put out, and I did redeem for the Aqua Digio Profundo by Giorgio Armani. I'm not gonna spray it to take it out, but I'm not gonna spray it because it is kind of a backup. We're not, I say we, but I mean my partner, he's not quite done with his Aqua Digio Eau de Toilette. I just want to see the bottle. So it looks like this. I love the blue bottle of this. I think it's just stunning, like very masculine and sexy. Like I said, I'm not going to spray it, but I will spray the fragrance for you. If you didn't check out my full video about this set, I'll have it linked up here. So Aqua Digio Profundo is supposed to be marine accord, woods, and let's see, marine notes. Aqua Digio Profundo is supposed to be marine notes, cypress, and musk. I really like this because it has an elevated feel. It's very similar to the original, but that cypress note is a more elevated masculine note in my opinion. This is something that I would wear too if I were wanting to wear a more masculine fragrance, so that's always nice. But yeah, I just threw it on my cat. The set, where's my little thing? I'm really out of it. I haven't filmed in ages, you guys. Or I feel like I haven't filmed in ages. The set was $68, and then I had a gift card, and I am going to talk for a minute about the app that I used to get the gift card, and so I'm going to timestamp for you to skip if you don't want to hear about it. It's not sponsored, but it is a way for you to get money to spend at your favorite stores, and it's really easy too. So the app I use is called Rewarded Play, and all you do is you sign up, you download the Rewarded Play app, and then in the app you choose the games that you want to play and you download them, and then you just begin playing them, and every time that you complete a milestone or complete a goal within the app, you get points. And 45,000 points gets you a $5 gift card to most of their retailers, and 220,000 points gets you a $25 gift card. So I found that it was really easy for me to earn points because I was playing a lot, so I was actually hitting a lot of leveling up milestones and gameplay milestones, and because of that I earned a Sephora gift card, and I'm well on my way to another $25 gift card, and I'm not sure where I'm going to redeem for that. So if you have thought to yourself like, oh my gosh, these things are total scams, I am here to attest to you that this app at least is not a scam. You will get your rewards for your play if you want to try it out. I will have a link to sign up, to download. If I have a referral link, Jesus Christ. If I have a referral link for the Rewarded Play app, I will put it down below. But remember, this is not sponsored. You don't have to use my link. It's just an option. And because of that $25, and I also had 500 points on Sephora, so that was $35 off of the $68 sample set. I actually got the set for only $33, and I was able to get $102 perfume redeemed for that. So pretty good, I'd say. The next one that I want to talk about is one that I've had. This is probably what I've had the longest, and these guys came in when I was really struggling with my nausea. Like, I literally got these in the mail the day after I lost my total sense of smell. And I was so disappointed because I was really looking forward to them. This was from the perfumery Bourbon French Perfumes. They are a French perfumery based in New Orleans, Louisiana, and they have been around for like ages. I think over 100 years at least. I was actually put onto this perfume company, this perfume house, from our friend Christy here on YouTube, and she had sent me a sample of one of their scents. It was called Sweet Olive, and I absolutely loved it, and I knew that I really wanted to make an order with them, because I wanted the fragrance, but I also wanted to try other things. So when I placed this order, I wanted to kind of go crazy. There were so many things I wanted, but I restrained myself. The first thing that I picked up that I'm really excited about was a soap. I showed this on my Instagram, but it's got this gorgeous fleur-de-lis, and it's in the fragrance Quadroon. Now, this scent is supposed to be like a musky feminine scent. I can't smell it through the packaging, but I'll list all the notes for all of the fragrances down below. Honestly, this soap is so beautiful, I really don't know if I can bring myself to use it, but maybe I will be able to bring myself to open the package and smell it someday. I don't know. But the soap was, I think, $5 or $8, somewhere around there. Was less than $10. Everything from this order individually was less than $10. And then I ordered 2 of the travel size perfumes. These are both eau de toilettes. I did get the Sweet Olive scent. And they're eau de toilette, but they are rollerball. Sweet Olive is such a beautiful floral fragrance. It doesn't smell like olive. I mean, when you think of like, oh, how does an olive smell? You're like, okay, kind of briny and salty and foody, right? This doesn't smell anything like that. What it smells like is like it's a floral, but it has a sort of like crispness, almost a woodiness. So I definitely think that this scent, it's powdery. It's just really beautiful. It's beautiful, and I think anyone who enjoys a soft floral would really like this. The Bourbon French Perfumes come in a array of different formats. So if you didn't want to go with a straight perfume or eau de toilette, you can get it in body lotion, you can get it in soap, you can get it in body scrubs or body emulsifiers. But the scent of this is just so delicate, but at the same time it has beautiful lasting power, and it really does leave a nice sillage. It doesn't have, it's not shy, it's not fading away. Of course, I haven't tried all their fragrances. I have only got the 3 here, and I haven't even smelled the soap because I don't want to open it. But this is a beautiful scent, and I would definitely repurchase it when I run out. It's so pretty. And then the second one I'm really excited about as well, because this one I've been wearing a little bit since I can smell again, and I've just really loved it. This was Monomore, and it's again a travel size. The travel sizes were both $9 for the eau de toilette. This is just a beautiful, soft, powdery cherry floral. Almost like a cherry blossom, but without the like screechiness that some cherry blossom scents can have. There's like an idea. I think there's a note of linden in here. I've been wearing this one since I can smell, and I just love it. Now, one thing I would like to point out is that these fragrances are definitely done in what I always think of as the true French style of perfumery, and whether that is actually true or not in regards to being the style of French perfumery, it's how I think of French perfumery, which is that powdery, soapy, fine type of delicate fragrance. Even when it's something that is a very bold scent, it still has that very light touch that feels very refined, that feels very elegant. Fragrances that really feel like they stand the test of time. And that's what these are. Like, I see these as fragrances that you could have and wear anywhere, anytime. And this fragrance house has been around for so long that you could always go back and have your signature scents from them. So that was Sweet Olive and Monomore from Bourbon French Perfumes, as well as the soap in Quadroon. I have been so waiting to talk about those guys. Like, I've been just so eager to talk about them because I've had them for a while now. Anyway, moving on. Oh gosh. The next one I have is a Mercari find. I had put a note on a fragrance that I wanted to purchase, or that I was like, Or I was like, oh, you know, maybe if I get a couple of extra bucks, I'll pick that fragrance up. And it sold out. So I was kind of browsing the seller's other listings. Jesus Christ. This is why I said don't get attached to bangs. I hate bangs. So anyway, I was browsing the seller's other listings and I found this one. And I was like, what? So anyway, I saw this one and I was like, well, howdy there. So I picked it up. Somebody had put in an offer, like, I think the listing price, did I tell you the French perfume? There's $9 for the travel sizes and I think $8 or $5 for the soap. It'll be on the screen anyway, but somebody had put in an offer for like $45 for this, and I was like, bitch, that's ridiculous, because I mean, if you could get it for $45, that'd be a damn good price, but I'm not gonna sit. This was already a good price, and I wasn't gonna sit on it, so I just bought it. What I am talking about is Mugler's Angel Eau Croisier from 2019. I did pick up a tester, and the great thing about Mugler testers is they come with stands, so yes. This one is so, like, it's perfect condition, brand new tester. It does say tester on the back. Right there's the information, but I was surprised. I was actually not planning on buying this particular scent. I didn't have any interest in it. After the Mugler 2020 Crozier bombed for me, like, I just didn't like it. I thought to myself, like, you know what? It's not that big of a deal. If I don't like it, I'm not in the mood. I don't want to deal with it. But when I saw this for the price that it was at, I was like, yeah, okay, I changed my mind. I'm going to get it. Because this was sold for $56. $56 on Mercari, brand new tester. This smells amazing. This one, I can now see the hype behind this one. I don't think that it's worth the price that some people are asking for it. Like, you should not pay $100 or more dollars. Like, you shouldn't pay more than $60, $70, $80 for it, but it's a good fragrance. This actually has the note of praline and patchouli that is missing in its 2020 counterpart, and that's what I love the most about Angel. And when an Angel flanker doesn't have that, it really doesn't, like, it doesn't do much for me. This one smells amazing, and I'm definitely going to be getting use out of it this summer. I'm really happy that I went ahead and took the plunge, and I'm really happy that I was able to find it at a good price, because I would feel really bad if I had overpaid, only to find out later that this is not the first one I've seen at that price point, which is why I'm really encouraging anyone who's interested in the fragrance to wait until they can find it at or below the original retail, which was probably like $84 or $85 or $89, and buy it then. But it is worth picking up if you find it. So that was Angel of Crozier. The next one that I have for you is one that I've had on my wish list of fragrances for some time. I first found out about it back in June of 2020. I think I got it in June or July. I think it was July of 2020. I got a Scentbird vial of this fragrance. And if you go back, I'll put the Scentbird video, the original video. I really loved all of the scents from that month's Scentbird. This one and another one were my favorites of the three. And this one I really wanted to purchase. I actually went onto the brand website and found out that they didn't ship to America, or to the US, I should be more specific, and so I was pretty bummed. So I kind of forgot about it, and then one day I was like, I wonder why I never bought that fragrance. So I went back on their website, and I was like, oh my gosh, because they keep adding more product, like they keep doing more, and it's like, there's so many that I'm interested in, but I'm like, I have no way of sampling them, so I'm just gonna pick up the one that I already know that I like. And then I was like, oh, just kidding. It's like, just kidding, they don't ship to the US. So I began to Google, and I found a online shop here in the US. It's called Small Flower Apothecary, and it's, I believe, a part of a bigger chain of independent stores. I'll link it down below, but they were the only US distributor I could find for this fragrance. The one I'm speaking of is from the brand Aether. You'll remember me talking about Aether, and the scent is musk ethanol. So Aether is a French niche brand, and their whole design is exploratory fragrances made of only synthetic ingredients. So for musk ethanol, they write, a semblance of realism, a handful of golden sand poured into alcohol, damascenone, that starts to glow, as if by magic, 1,000 sequins, a silver shimmer similar to the sea, the disturbing impression of sand that has been rendered almost abstract, a sand of steel, futuristic, perhaps from another world, cetylox and muscone. So those three chemical compounds, damascenone, cetylox, and muscone, are the only ingredients making up the fragrance composition of muskethanol. I love the packaging. It's very kind of futuristic. It opens up, it's all foam, it opens up like that. And then the bottle is just a very clean, beautiful bottle with a heavy cap. It's not magnetic, but it's very weighty. And then the scent itself is gorgeous. The scent itself is like, it's originally I saw it described as a Bordeaux red wine type of fragrance. And I think that that's a very large part of the scent. So if you don't like boozy scents, you probably wouldn't like this. But it's also very like faceted. It is sparkling. It is almost shifting sands. Like there is something that's like both red and gold. Like you feel these things. And that I think is what's really interesting about having a synthetic compound fragrance, is that you see and feel the fragrance in a different way than you would a biological like compound. Your mind plays with the ingredients differently because they're made up of things it understands in a different way. And so you can almost, it's like when they make an accord of some note, a fantasy accord, it creates your mind into seeing, it tricks your mind, I should say, into seeing something or smelling something that really doesn't exist in real life. And so that's what is so beautiful about this synthetic perfumery. I really want to try more from the brand. The site Small Flower has a few more that they carry. They don't have the entire line, but I'm sure that they will, you know, add more, or either as time goes by or if there's more demand. But they do have several of them right now. And this I got, they had a sale, so that's why I pulled the trigger. This 3.4 fluid ounce 100 ml usually retails for $180 US. I believe it's 160 euros or 120 euros, something like that, but 180 US. Small Flower Apothecary was having a sale, and it was on sale for $108. I do not know if that sale is going on now, but this will be listed down below. And then I had a coupon from signing up for their newsletter, and I got an additional 10% off, so I ended up paying $88 before tax and shipping for this fragrance. So I think this is well worth $88. Honestly, I think this is worth $180, and I will happily pay that much for any others I purchase. One other thing to note is that Aether does send a sample with the purchase of the fragrance so that you can try it before you open your box and, you know, decide whether you want to keep the fragrance or not. If you want to send it back, that way you don't have to open the package and smell it. They send the sample. So that's awesome. I love when companies do that. So next up, I have a fragrance, something I wasn't expecting to want to buy, but then I decided, you know, I was really craving, okay, backtrack. Quite a while ago now, maybe several months ago, I was at the cosmetics company store here in Las Vegas, and they had Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, and I think they were selling the 3.4 ml, or the 3.4 fluid ounce, the 100 ml bottle for $185. I think that was what it was. And I tried it, I wore it, and I decided that I really loved the fragrance of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, but the performance of it just was not there. It was not there for me. I decided to not get it. Fast forward to like a week or two ago, and I was really craving Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. I wanted to smell it. I wanted to wear it. I really wanted it. I was like, why? Curses, why didn't I buy it? So I decided to buy a dupe instead, because I always hear about how good things from these dupe houses are, and I never buy them because I'm just kind of like, man, I feel like I'm gonna end up buying the real thing eventually, in most cases. So why waste my money on a dupe or clone or however you want to call them? But in this case, I was like, I really don't know that I want to shell out any money for Tom Ford's Lost Cherry unless it was vastly discounted. So I was looking at the different clone houses that did Lost Cherry dupes, and they were all sold out for the most part, or else they were more expensive than I really thought a clone of a fragrance should be. Like, I get that you're cloning a high-end fragrance, but why are you charging like $80 for it? Like, I could practically get the actual fragrance for that. Anyway, I'm babbling on. I decided to pick up the scent Sinful from Oakcha. Now, of course, everyone and their mother has done a sponsored video for them. This video is not sponsored. I bought this with my own money, but it was really affordable. I believe this was $39.95, and then I had a coupon for signing up for their mailing list, so I think I paid $34.95. It was like a $5 off coupon. I think shipping was free. I'm not 100% about that, but I think shipping was free. So anyway, yeah. It's a 30 ml extrait parfum. So I've been wearing it a couple of days because, like I said, I was craving Lost Cherry. This doesn't smell like Lost Cherry, first of all. It's close. It is close. And if you're talking about, replicating a scent, it's close. I don't think it's probably not the best clone on the market, but that's why it wasn't sold out. It's a pretty scent though. It doesn't smell like Lost Cherry, but it does have better performance. Not greatly better, but somewhat better. And it does have a nice sillage, so I do like it. I don't regret purchasing this, but I probably will end up having to purchase Lost Cherry in the future. It doesn't last as long as I expected it to, and that's the biggest disappointment that I have here, because it's an extrait de parfum. The other thing is that when it comes to the actual fragrance, the cherry note in both Sinful from Oakcha and Tom Ford's Lost Cherry are very, very forward. You get the cherry like immediately. You don't have any fluffing around to do. But in Tom Ford, that cherry is very light and sweet. It's followed by an almond note that really brings it into a light and bubbly kind of sweet maraschino cherry. This is more of a darker cherry. Instead of the almond that comes up behind this, I get an incense note that comes up. And it makes it more like those, I don't know what they're called. I'll write it, but they're like the gourmand liqueur cherries. My partner loves them. He does them in like cocktails. So that's what this is to me. Where if Tom Ford is maraschino cherry, this is more like whatever those darker, rich, sweet, syrupy cherries are. It's definitely a syrupy, sweet cherry fragrance, but it's darker than Lost Cherry. And it's definitely got some sort of incense note. Their shipping was quick. I'm getting into a little beef here. Their shipping was quick, and their presentation is really nice. I was a little bit upset, though, because the box, like the packaging, was awful. It was a giant, like, this is the box that my Bourbon French things came in. Okay, imagine if this box was then another box size worth bigger, but like wide. It was just rolling around in this huge box. It had one little of cellophane bubble wrap around it. No not that I want to say no samples like a bitch, but no samples. I didn't even get an invoice in the box. I haven't watched any sponsored reviews about this brand, but I would be curious to know how theirs arrived and what other things were included, because to me, it felt very haphazard, and I guess you get what you pay for, right? So, anyway. Last but not least is the one that is probably the most exciting for me, also the most expensive for me. I purchased this off of Lucky Scent. I did pay full price, so yeah. This is one that I tend to do this thing where I go onto Lucky Scent to see what's new, to see what I want to add to my wish list. I have so many on my wish list on Lucky Scent. And then every now and then one, as I'm looking, will catch my eye, and I'm like, oh, okay, I actually, I think I want to purchase that. Like, so I will. That's what happened with Oshun from Collage, and that's what happened with this. This is the fragrance Deviant. It's by the brand Wesker. Wesker is a German niche perfume house. They are a new perfume house, and they were established in 2020, so there's, it's kind of risky, I said that, like, really, I was, like, scared. But when I read the description of the fragrance on the website, and then I did go to Fragrantica, and there was one review that was very positive, and I was like, you know what? Like, the description of this, to me, it was pure poetry, it was magic, and it was like, that sounds like that could be the perfume of my soul. Does anyone else ever have that, where you're like, that is the perfume of my soul? So anyway, I went ahead and picked up the bottle. This is $195 for 50 ml, right? Yeah. It's got the little wax seal there, the beautiful print, the beautiful ribbon, and then the bottle is to die for. Wesker's website says that each of their bottles are hand painted, so they're all individual. They're not, like, no two are going to be the same. And then the seals are all going to be different as well, because they're all done individually. So the bottle itself is clear red, like clear ruby glass. I don't know if you can see there, you can see the line of the perfume. Painted with this beautiful gold. It's beautiful glass. It's just so delicate, but like really luxurious feeling. And then the seal, and then the plaque has the names of the, it says M. Wesker and Christian B. I'm assuming that's their in-house perfumer, or one of them. So let's go on to the scent. The notes I'm going to have listed down below. Again, there's quite a few notes in these, but the top notes that call out to me were a scent of lipstick, a scent of leather, and some animalic musks and ambers. I'm going to actually put this on me because I'm going to do a dedicated review to this perfume. This is such an interesting perfume because when I first apply this, it smells like wet neon lights. It's like an ozonic type of electricity scent. And I know that doesn't sound attractive, but hear me out. It gets better. It develops and it grows and it becomes amazing. It's amazing from the beginning because I love that type of fantasy note, that type of kind of weird fantasy note. But this is gorgeous. The only thing that I have that I would say is a down point is that, again, even for an extrait de parfum, it doesn't last as long on my skin as I would like. I will say that with all of these fragrances that don't last as long as I was expecting, that could just be my nose still healing, and so I'm just going anosmic to them a little bit faster than I would normally. But anyway, I am not sad that I picked this up. There's 2 others that are in their current release. There's one of them that I really want to get for sure, but I'm going to be doing a full review on this one. This is Deviant from Wesker Perfumes, and so look for that review. It may already be up. If it is, I'll link it. And I'm very, very happy with this purchase, and this bottle is so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Tons of gorgeous packaging today. All right, that is the haul. The grand total of my haul you will see here on the screen in front of you. Always remember that I pretty much do my best to find deals or discounts on just about anything I can, especially if it is a large purchase. Several of these were purchased at full price, but also I did find some really great bargains, and so it kind of evens out. Don't ever feel like you have to have anything that anyone is talking about, whether on YouTube, Instagram, or just even in your life. Don't feel pressured to keep up with the Joneses. We all love fragrance, and we can all enjoy it and love it in our own way. We don't all have to be buying the same things. So with that, I'm going to ask kindly that if you enjoyed this video, you give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Leave a comment. Let me know what you've purchased lately or what you've picked up. Any great deals that you've found. I love deals, so tell me down below so I can be insanely jealous. And otherwise, I will see you on the next video. Bye!
We're running in the jungle of love.